Hey, hey. Going live right now. Just getting things set up to work on this drawing a little bit more for Mr. Chris Adkins. God, my phone is blowing up all of a sudden now. Let's see here. See if I can go ahead and bring this in here. Hey guys, welcome. I don't know if anybody's in the room yet. I should have music playing in the background, but I don't think I do. So if you don't hear music, let me know. Let's see, this is garbage. Let's get rid of that. See, I got music playing, but I don't think it's working. Might have to look up how to get it to play. Okay, did that. Can't seem to get this to work. I don't think it's this one. I think this one is me. Let's see. I don't know. I might just get drawing here, but I can't seem to find the setting for this. Don't think it's this one. I don't know, guys. I got music playing in the background. I'm trying to get it to work from Spotify to OBS, but I can't figure out how to make the music play. If it is playing, let me know, but I don't think that it is. But I am going to get started on this drawing in a second. I'm just trying to figure this out because I've never used Spotify on OBS before. And I found some royalty-free music, so it should let me do it. But I can't figure out what the setting would be to get it to play. Yeah, my phone's blowing up. don't think this is working. I don't think Spotify's working, so I think I'm going to have to go ahead and ditch it. Let's go ahead and remove Spotify. Turn that off, and let's go back to basics here. Just give me just one more second. Just go back to a background song, I guess. It's going to be way better if I could figure out Spotify, but that does not seem to be working. So, let me just put something on right quick for the background. Okay, I guess we are going to just do it this way. Let's turn this down a bit. What up, what up? Having a little technical difficulty, but I'm just going to jump into it in a second here. It sucks because I wanted to have a playlist of songs going, but I can only get one to go on repeat for whatever reason. So, that's just going to be how it is, but I'm going to get this drawing started in a second. Because I don't want to keep wasting time here. Go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Alright, let me get this situated here and let's get going on Hannibal. Get that picture pulled up. Get some music on my end here. Alright, let's get this going. This is for Chris Adkins. Chris is one of my supporters. He was a patron on my channel for a while. Speaking of patron, I actually just restarted my patron account. Brand new, revamped. Tiers are different. Rewards are different. Literally everything on there is different. So feel free to stop by and check it out. The tiers start now at $1 and go up to $30 depending on what you would like to do. But I did kind of something interesting, and I made them all Scream character based. So if you like Scream, it's at least worth checking it out. But I'm going to link it for you once I get everything pulled up here. And this way you can check it out if you'd like. But anyway, I'm working on this for Chris. This was supposed to be something that was done a while ago, and I feel horrible. Life has just been kicking my ass in all different directions. But today I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's been weighing on my mind forever. I know Chris is being super cool about it, but I need to get this done. So there's like a personal responsibility with it. So yeah, today's plan is to finish it up, get it sent out to him, and then Chris, just so you know, because of this, please just expect a couple extra things in your package, because you know, again, I feel bad that it's not finished yet, and it should be. So yeah. So let's get into it, guys. Here is the link. If you guys do want to check out my Patreon account, feel free. Like I said, brand new, revamped everything. Super stoked about it. So hopefully you guys like it. Alright, let's get it going. My phone will not stop vibrating. Okay. Can I put this on here, I wonder? Oh, cool. Alright. Put this on here so you guys can see what I'm using as a reference. So this is what we're drawing today, kids. Actually, I'll put it over here so you guys, because you don't need to see the keyboard. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Cool. Okay. Alright, so I probably won't be able to see all of your comments right away, but feel free to leave something in the chat if you'd like, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, because I'm not going to be looking at the screen. I'm going to be looking at the drawing here. So, let's see here. Got all my handy dandy pencils. It's weird to pick up. For me it is. It's weird to pick up where I left off sometimes with these. I like to tear a piece of paper off the back to give me some more room here. God damn these headphones. I can make your bed rock. Okay. I'll be stuck to you. This is from Mr. Chris Atkins. Now, another weird thing, people don't realize this, but most of the time when I'm drawing, I actually don't draw off of black and white image. I don't know what it is. I tried to actually make this picture black and white, but I did not like the way that it looked. I liked it a lot more in color. I don't know, for some reason it showed the detail better, so what I do is I look at the colored picture and I have to kind of, you know, just kind of convert it in my mind, I guess. Pull out the shadows and highlights and stuff like that. I used to do commissions, so basically I used to, you know, I used to do drawings for people for money. But I do not do that anymore because it is just way too time consuming and too exhausting for me. You know, if you can't tell, if you weren't here for the last live, it takes a lot out of me to do it these days. And the amount that I'd have to charge people for it to seem worth it to me doesn't seem worth it, in my opinion, you know, to have to charge them. So these days, it's just something I do on my free time, if I got some extra time, or, you know, again, I did it for Patreon. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see how it turns out. I think it's going to look really good. Let's hope, at least, right? Eyes are a very crucial part of drawing a portrait. If you screw up the eyes, then you pretty much screw up the whole thing. So, uh, it's very, very important that you get them close to right. Something else I've learned is it's not important to necessarily get the likeness right off the bat, because the sooner you get the likeness of the drawing, the sooner it can actually be taken from you. So you have plenty more chances to screw up. So it's best to start light, go dark, things like that. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to build up some layers here and just see if I can get anything to pop. And if I can, I'll just come back with it later. Because you don't want to... Oh my god, I'm shaking the lamp here, I think. You don't want to... you don't want to go too hard on the pencil, because it's going to screw up your paper. And I have done that a million times over. Actually, before I got into all this stuff on YouTube with the horror stuff, I had a YouTube channel for my drawings. And I had a Facebook page for them, and an Instagram page, which I still have the Instagram page up, and the Facebook page. And the Facebook page was a very interesting endeavor, because I started that when I was in college, so fresh out of high school, and it was really cool, because a lot of people actually, like, it took a lot of work, and promoting is still very similar now as it was then, but Facebook and things like that have changed a lot since I was in college. So I got that up to like 20,000 followers, which was really impressive, for me at the time, I thought. But it took a lot of work. It took a lot of cross promotion. It took a lot of networking. It took a lot of just, taking the leap, which is why I'm so familiar with it for doing stuff like this. It took a lot of criticism as well. But anyway, I stopped really using that because Facebook decided, hey, you got 20,000 people following you. We're going to take your post and we're going to show it to, I don't know, 5 people, if that, unless you decide you want to pay us to advertise it. Oh, that's why it's not right. This freaking pencil's not working. Sorry, guys. This pencil just stopped working on me. But, yeah, I pretty much stopped using it because it was a waste of money. Or a waste of time, I should say. And a lot of these companies are the same way. If this doesn't work, I have to use a different pencil. There we go. It's my super fine point pencil. I got a couple, maybe at the end I could show you, but I have a few things I haven't worked on them recently, pretty much since the start of the pandemic, but at the beginning of the pandemic, I was working on a really cool horror piece. It was Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, and Jason. And I got pretty far with it. I actually really want to jump back into it because I was really liking how it was turning out. But again, just haven't really got around to it. My car has been having issues. We just had to get a brand new car, my wife and myself, and we weren't expecting to do that. So a lot of expenses, a lot of stuff at work's been going on, so it's just been nutty. But yeah, hopefully I can get back into these things and keep going with them, because they are fun. They take my mind off things, which is great. Alright, so that's enough on this eye for now. Let's go ahead and take a little bit off there. I say I'm going to stop, and then I don't stop. That's the problem with drawing. Alright, so we'll come back to that. That's good enough for now. I don't really want to get too carried away just yet. Oh my god, I got too many things here. Too many tabs open. I know it's kind of difficult to see from this angle here, but again, once it's done, I'll turn it around. Give you guys a good look at it. But now that one of the eyes is blocked in, I feel like you're kind of probably getting a better idea now. What's funny is my live stream that I originally did with this, to get this far, I had to take it down. And again, you know, if you've been in my other live streams and stuff, you might have already heard the reason why. But if not, I'll tell you. And it's because I didn't use copyright-free music. Just used, you know, Spotify or whatever I was using, and jamming out, which was great. And I didn't expect to monetize or anything, so I didn't really have to worry about that. But the issue that I ran into was I immediately got hit with a bunch of copyright strikes. And if you get too many copyright strikes on your YouTube channel, you get taken down. So I had to remove the video. So I'm trying to be more careful this time. Try to not judge my my background singing that you might hear, because I'm actually jamming out to a little bit of Spotify on my end. Which, like I said, I was trying to hook it up here so I could just jam it out in general, but it wasn't working, so whatever. Also, shout out to my buddy Anthony, aka Knight. It was his birthday yesterday, and I don't know how old he is. He's too old. I know that. He's older than me. But happy birthday. If everybody could wish Anthony a happy birthday. He's a big supporter of the channel. I really, really appreciate all of his support that he's given me through this whole time, actually, since I started. So, hey, man, hope you had a good one. And again, I'm breaking a cardinal rule here. You know, like I was saying, I have a tendency to overwork areas of the drawing, so I'm trying very hard to remember to not do that. It's best for me if I skip around a lot. Overwork it, it's not good for anybody. Well, I heard about CreepyCon. I saw a lot of people were at that. I don't know if anybody in the... I don't even know if anybody's in the room because I can't see the chat or the numbers or anything. But even if you're watching it later, let me know if you've been to... if you were at CreepyCon. The first ever CreepyCon brought to you by Fearsome Figures. Which I didn't even know. I didn't know Fearsome Figures was doing a convention. So that's freaking awesome. They're a great company. Dude's awesome. You know, I've done business with them in the past and... never had a problem, but yeah, it looked like a ton of fun. And for the first ever CreepyCon convention, that looked freaking baller. I've been to a lot of conventions, and that looked awesome. I'm jealous that I wasn't there, to be honest with you. It was in California, though, so not very helpful to me because I am on the other side of the country. But hey, maybe one of these days. Or maybe, hey, maybe they'll get bigger and they'll want to expand, or who knows. I heard it was a great time. I saw a lot of great videos. I saw, let's see, I saw Wet Movie 1 put one out. I was watching that. His buddy put one out. I apologize. I can't remember the name of the channel right now. I think it's OGP, if I'm not mistaken. But that was a fun watch. It seemed like a whole ton of fun. And it's got me really excited for the upcoming conventions. The next one I'll be going to is Monster Mania in Jersey. And that will take place in the beginning of March. So that's exciting. And like I said, I got some big dreams now. Before it was go in, get the autograph, get out. But now, you know, with this whole channel and everything, I kind of want to get a little bit more going on. So let's see what we could do. Maybe we can get some interviews with some people if we're lucky. You know, like I said, I'll have you guys ask some questions. So basically, I'll put up the person that I'm going to get the interview with, hopefully. And I'm going to have you guys give me a list of questions to ask them because I want you guys to participate. Because I think it'd be awesome. And like I said, I want to ask them things that they're not asked 1,000 times a day. They always get asked the same things at conventions. So try to think up some ideas of things that, you know, doesn't have to be movie related, you know. It could just be something about their life or something, because I feel like they get asked the same things, you know. I want to make it a little different. I want them to be like, damn, yeah, Derek's got, you know, he's got the best fans, he's got the best viewers, got the best, you know. If you guys aren't busy this Friday at 8:30 Eastern Time, set your alarms now, because I'll be going live with my buddy Brandon over at I Like Scary. I don't know if you've seen his channel, but if you haven't, stop by, check it out, go subscribe. Cool dude. But yeah, we're gonna be just chilling out. I've actually never gone live with him before, so it's gonna be the first time we've gone live together. We've talked before, but I've never actually spoken to him, you know, through video or anything. So, but anyway, it's gonna be pretty cool. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I Like Scary on Friday. I'm excited for it. I love collaborating with other creators and going live with them and everything. I've been saying that for a long time, so you guys know that. But it's one of my favorite things to do, honestly. And a lot of people think you only have to collaborate with people who are like, you know, oh yeah, you don't want to do this unless they have like a million subscribers, and you got to message these people with. First of all, you don't want to message people with that many subscribers. They're never going to talk to you. Secondly, those people generally, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say they don't care as much, because, you know, sometimes they do. But I'm trying to, you know, I want us to have a community here, not just like an audience, you know. So it's nice to be able to interact and link up, whether, you know, because I've been on channels where people had, you know, tens of thousands of views, and I've been on channels where people have, you know, 5 subscribers. It's just fun to link up with other horror fans or people who like the same kind of stuff, you know. That's what I like about it. I go to a, this is way off topic, but I gotta go to a notary at some point because my car broke down, like I was saying earlier. It's been a whole big thing. Long story short, I gotta junk it. And in Pennsylvania, where I live, you have to go to a notary in order to sell your car, or pretty much just get rid of it in general, I guess. So they need me to go do that, and then some dude's supposed to come down with a tow truck and pick it up from some cashforcars.com situation. I don't know if it's even legit. Read reviews, hopefully it's legit, but We'll see. But anyway, I'm procrastinating doing that by doing something else that I have been procrastinating doing. So this was more time sensitive to me. Car thing will get taken care of on its own. You know, it's funny. I've gone to when I went to college for, well, first I went for audiovisual and then I went for commercial art. But commercial art is like drawing and stuff like that. And I was fine in my drawing class, but I took a painting class, and I'm not the best painter. I just don't really do it very much. It's not my medium. Sure, I can do it if I apply myself, but you know. But anyway, I remember going to the painting class, and we were supposed to do a painting of. Oh, you had to pick like Picasso or Rembrandt or one of those big artists, you know, and you had to recreate one of their paintings. And the art teacher was really good. Like the school I went to, the teachers were actually like professionals in that subject, obviously. So, you know, he was a great artist, but he's also kind of a dick. And the reason I say that is pretty much he told me everything I was doing was wrong. And I told him straight up, I was like, "Hey man, you know, I've never really painted. Like I've drawn." So I would go up and ask him stuff, and I'd be like, "Hey, you know, this is how I'm doing this. What was it? The one time I was trying to just kind of sketch out what I was going to paint, and I sketched it out with a pencil, and I took it up to him, and I was like, okay, so I should do this and then paint this, right?" And he's like, "Well, no. Why would you do that? You can't paint that. You drew on it with pencil." And I was like, okay. And he's like, "Yeah, you don't understand why that's wrong?" And I was like, "Not really." And then he I don't know if it was his attempt to I don't know what he was trying to do, but he straight up asked me, he's like, he's like, "Have you ever taken a drawing class? Did you take drawing 101?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm taking drawing 102 right now on top of this painting class. What's up?" Like, but my point is the way that I draw and the way that I paint, he was not a fan of. And while I do appreciate learning, and learning from somebody of a higher caliber is always, you know, you can't really argue that. But I think that when it comes to stuff like this, not everyone's going to do it the same. And I think, yes, there's probably easier ways. There's probably ways that will get you the end result much faster. But, you know, sometimes people just got to do it their own way. And to say that it's wrong or to insult them because they're not doing it the same way as you, I don't really like that. I actually remember I didn't really spend much time in that class after because I would ask him for help with my painting. And he would come over and sit down, and he would just actually take the brush from me and just start doing the painting on his own. He'd be like, "No, you're doing it all wrong. Here, do this." And then he would sit down and try to show me. But the thing is, he would sit down to show me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get it," you know. And then he would just keep going because he would get so wrapped up in it. So I actually remember those classes very vividly because I would just walk away. He wouldn't even notice I left. And I would go play on the computers, you know, in the library for the next hour because the class was 2 hours long. I'd come back and he'd still be working on my painting. By the time that class was over, that semester, that painting was finished, and it was finished like at least 80 or 90% by him. So I didn't even take it home, I don't think. I think I just threw it out. It's pointless. You're not teaching anybody, you know, so. But yeah, I think when it comes to stuff like art, everybody has their own way, and that's something I really love about it. Yes, I would love, you know, I'll take critiques and I'll take, you know, examples and stuff, but don't tell me I'm doing it wrong, you know. If the end result gets me there, the end result gets me there. I'm just not doing it the way that you want. Doesn't mean I'm doing it wrong. And that goes into account for a lot of things, you know. But yeah, I'll tell you, that demotivated me that demotivated me, and I did not want to be in that class. I didn't want to spend time there. He wasn't helpful, and he insulted me. I understand I'm not the greatest artist, but I've taken drawing 101, man. Like, I know how to draw. Nobody said I was Rembrandt, but... I also have a tendency to spend way too long on drawings, though. And my wife tells me that, or has told me that in the past. Like, again, it's a matter of like overworking. Also, I'm working from the wrong way. So this is not the prime way I like to do it. I like to actually start over here, move my way over here because I'm right-handed. So I don't want to smudge what I'm doing. Because if I go over here, I have to put the paper down. But anyway, it's not a big deal. Again, you know, something that is what it is. Can't help that. You call it a screw up if you want. Call it whatever. Now I just have to be a little more creative as to ways to not smudge it. Plus, I gotta tighten everything up at the end anyway. Yeah, I'm excited to get this done. Excited to see how it turns out. I'm really excited to give it to Chris. Again, you know, I appreciate all you guys for all your support and everything. Like I said, I just relisted the Patreon account, so feel free to check it out. I got the link there. All different tiers. Started at $1, go up to $30. All depends. There's all different ones in between. So take your pick. But I would love to have as many people obviously involved as possible because I want to start doing patron-only giveaways again. That was a lot of fun, but in order to do that, well, let me put it this way. I want to do that, and I also want to do live chats, which means like this, you know, live chats through video, but only to you guys, only to patrons. And that way we could be a little bit more one-on-one, a little bit more direct. I could ask you guys questions that, you know, I might not have to ask everyone or whatever. Give you some exclusive, I don't know, sneak peeks, inside action, whatever. But even the dollar tier, you know, you get to do that kind of stuff. So I just can't start doing it until we get enough people because it won't make any sense. So, you know, obviously I can't do a giveaway if there's, you know, 2 or 3 patrons. Like, I technically can, but it's not going to be any really fun for anybody. So I want to wait till we get, you know, maybe a solid 10 or so, which I don't think is that much in the grand scheme, you know. But last time I had a patron, I was just running myself pretty short on things, and then a lot of stuff happened in my life where, you know, it just wasn't the ideal time to be worrying about that. And that's the thing; it became more troublesome than anything. I was offering a lot because I want to give back to you guys, but at the same time, I couldn't afford to keep doing what I was doing. Patreon, when you do it, takes a very large fee. So basically, even the money that you get, they take a lot of it back away. A lot of people don't realize that, but it's at the end, you don't really make much off of it. It's not really about the money at that point, even though it seems like it would be. But yeah, so long story short, stretching myself too thin, had to pull it down, you know, regroup, get my life back in order, and then go back to it. But the plan was always to bring it back. And at some point, I want it to be bigger. I want to be able to do more, but I have to wait until we can, until I can financially support it. A lot going on. I applied for a position at work recently. Didn't really go that well, so that kind of fell through. Which is, again, not a huge deal, but it actually got me thinking. I want to do something that I really like. And, you know, I like my job and everything, but this kind of stuff is stuff that I actually really, really like. And I would rather spend my time doing stuff like this and promoting myself and making my own way than with some corporation who's, you know, who's got money. You know, money is always going to be their best interest, and that makes sense. But anyway, that's where I'm getting at here. Is that's one of the other reasons I started up again. I wanted to pick back up on this channel and see what we could do with it. I have some great people watching. I have some great supporters. I got people who've. I mean, I know I don't have a lot of. You know, I only have like 2,000 subscribers, but I got some people who've been here since I had, 3 subscribers. You guys are my first, and don't think I take that for granted. You know, because I do not. And sometimes I don't have time to respond to everything, or whatever the case. But I definitely do my best to try to keep up with you guys. I appreciate you. We also got at least it's not too many, I guess. At least 2 or 3 people who are not a big fan of this channel. So I gotta take heat from shit like that, you know. But there's always gonna be people like that. That's something else that a lot of people have to learn, you know. Again, I've been through this before. I've put myself out there. This is not my first time at the rodeo. So trolls, things like that, they don't really bother me too much. But other people, a lot of people get really deterred by that. And just know that if you're going to do something like this, like, you have to be able to deal with everything. And when I say like this, I mean artwork, you know, YouTube, Facebook, whatever your Instagram, anything on the internet, anything in life in general. Be prepared for assholes. But don't take it to heart. And the way I look at it, if people are giving you shit, you're probably doing something right. As a matter of fact, you're probably doing something better than they are. And it's like, you know, your parents or whoever might have told you back in school, if they're making fun of you, they're just jealous of you. And I never believed that. But when you look at the internet, it's generally the truth. What up, everyone? Just taking a quick second to click onto this. It's hard to see in this clip here. I'll see if I can maybe. Nah, it's not going to really work. I'll have to show you guys again once I get to the end. But it's hard to get a good look with this because I have a ring light directly on it with my tripod. But I just wanted to take a look at the chat real quick, see how things are going. Show you guys maybe a closer look if possible. But again, I'll have to. The glare is really killing it. But yeah, what's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by if you're here. Like I said, I have no idea how many people are in here, what's been going on. But if you do stop by, I really appreciate you being here. And I appreciate, you know, all your support that you've given me this whole time. And will continue to hopefully give me as we go forward. I got big plans, man. Big plans on this channel. You know, it's funny, I actually made a commitment to my wife, aside from marriage, of course, a while back when I started this, and we pretty much said, hey, you know what? When this is not fun anymore, I'm gonna stop doing it. And for me, I'm very dedicated. So I'm very loyal to certain things, and this is one of them. So I want to do the best that I can, but at the same time, there's also limits. So, you know, if shit gets too crazy, shit gets carried away, whatever, it just could not be worth it. But in the meantime, I'm having a great time, and I hope that I can help everybody else have a pretty good time. Don't mind my ramblings while I draw here. Figure it's hopefully better than the one song I'm able to put on loop as background music, even though I got Spotify. And guys, feel free, please, if you're not already. Again, I don't really know what's going on, but feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat. Like, I'm trying to, like I said, I want this to be another place for the community where we could just hang out and have some good vibes. So sick of all this shit. Everybody's arguing about everything. This is right, this is wrong, everything's politics, everything's whatever. I don't care about any of that shit here, man. I don't want to talk about stupid politics. I have customers come into work, old people all the time, trying to talk to me about that stuff. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Like, I don't care, man. I don't talk about that. That's why I straight up tell people. And I don't know if it's necessarily true, but I tell people all the time, like, hey, I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to talk about politics, religion, or abortion while I'm at work. Those are the 3 keys. Again, nobody ever really told me that, but I'm not going to talk about it at work. You want to talk outside of work, maybe we'll, I don't know, but I just don't want to live my life by that kind of stuff. It's very depressing. It's exhausting, too. Like, how do you spend so much of your time being occupied by what everybody else cares about? Like, what? I know it's coming from a guy with a YouTube channel, but, hopefully you get the point. Yeah, I'm not leaving this live until this is done, so this is the day. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and say, hey man, this is what I'm doing. It's my day off from work, and speaking of which, I didn't really have any plans for today. I didn't have anything I specifically had to get done, but there are a few things I'm supposed to be doing. For example, like I said, I'm supposed to go to the notary and get something situated for that car I have to get rid of. That's pretty important. But, stuff like this sits in my head and just gives me anxiety because I know that I should be done with it and I'm not. So today, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to get it finished. Sometimes you just got to get shit done. Leave the excuses for tomorrow. Oh boy. She could see from my face that I was fucking high. I don't know what song is playing right now. What is that? James Blunt or something? You're beautiful. It's true. I don't know if anybody here knows what this is, but I actually, for a very brief time, and when I say brief, I mean just a couple months, I was in something called the Annie Art Academy. That is, at least in my opinion, a pretty prestigious academy to be in. Um, you have to get accepted for it. You have to fill out like an application, and they have to review you. You have to send pictures of your artwork and things like this. But it's very prestigious. There's great artists in that program. Such amazing talent. If you guys haven't ever looked it up, look into it if you like art. But such talent, and a lot of the time, the students will grow to be the teachers, and then they'll open their own academy. So it's really impressive. It's also kind of expensive, and I couldn't afford it anymore. I this was years ago. Again, closer to fresh out of college, but I think it was like $150 a month, and certain people had like got flown in from other places, and they get room and board, and it's like a whole big thing. But those people can also opt to, at a certain point, basically get their own pupils, if that makes sense. They can get their own people to work with them, and because they've completed so much of the academy. So I had a coworker who was in it, and I talked to him about it, and he was like, "Hey man, yeah, you want to submit an application? Go for it." He's like, "I can tell you right now, whatever you think is impressive, they don't think it's that impressive, And he's just being honest with me, and I appreciate that. But I went through everything. I submitted the form. I got approved, and he became my quote unquote instructor. Problem though is apparently they had something along the lines of like, I don't know, you had to go to their studio. Like I went to their studio a couple times because you had to be there, I think, once or twice a month at minimum, physically in the studio. The rest of the work you could do from home. But I think for people who were, brought there with room and board and everything, they had a requirement to be there a lot more. And I guess that my buddy was not there enough, from what I understand, and he got the boot. Again, this is just from what I heard, but anyway, when he got the boot, he was no longer at that school, meaning that I had an instructor who no longer, was with that, I don't know, company, academy, you would say, and things got really weird. So I didn't want to pay him $150 a month, obviously, anymore, because he wasn't actually part of the academy. I had another person from that class reach out to me, and they said, "Hey, man, I know he's no longer, at the academy. If you want, you could just, basically, long story short, they said a lot nicer than this, but, you could pretty much cut the check to me, and we'll take care of you." But I was like, you know what? It's not the time right now, and honestly, even right now, still wouldn't be the time for me. And I hate to say that because it feels like an opportunity that's lost. But $150 a month at that time for me was very substantial. And even right now, that's kind of a lot because I'm trying to save up to move and stuff like that. So, I've had to cut down on a lot of things. I had to cut down on buying collectibles recently. I still get some stuff here and there, but I don't know if you guys noticed, I haven't really had as many unboxing videos lately. And it's because I'm trying to save some money, a little bit at least. I had the whole, like I said, the car debacle and a whole bunch of things going on, so. Just getting things rolling. Literally. Because it's a car. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Monster Mania, can't wait for that. Can't wait to get some more cons going. I love them. PA Horror Con's coming up soon. I don't know if anybody's going to that. I probably will not be attending that one. One, there's really nobody there I need, and two, it's really close to Monster Mania. And last year, I spread myself so incredibly thin with this that I can't do it again. I got really, really excited about the conventions coming back, you know? And I went hard. I was like, okay, this literally, it was like a convention a week, you know? Like literally every week. There was one week where we went um, and I already had to start booking things for the next weekend, you know? But it's too much. It gets really expensive. And it's really, you know, it's a lot. It's time consuming. You gotta take time off work, everything like that. So can't really do it right now. Be going to all these and busting my ass on them, but definitely Monster Mania because that's just that's a staple for me. That was my first one, and that's the one I always will have to refer back to. And don't get me wrong, I've been to some other great conventions. It's just Monster Mania has a special place for me because that was my first one. Sure, you guys understand that. Something random, something kind of funny that I noticed the other day is one of my videos that's like YouTube, you know, has analytics that will tell you what videos are performing better than others at the moment, um, or at least what people are watching right now, you know. But out of nowhere, speaking of conventions, one of my convention tips, I did a video a while back, which was like your top 10 convention tips or top 10 mistakes you're making at conventions or something like that, and it didn't get like any traction for a while. Now all of a sudden in the last 2 days, you know, I'm not saying it went viral, but it's been blowing up and getting a lot more traction than usual, and that's pretty cool to see because I like when an older video, uh, you know, starts performing well. It's always the new ones. But anyway, because of that, I'm gonna make a part two soon. I actually already have the tips written down and everything. I'm excited. 'Cause there's a lot of stuff I didn't mention in the original one that would be great for this. But as somebody who goes to a lot of these things, I feel like it's just, I don't know. I got some insight. Impressive, man. You should do more. I just looked at the chat. Thanks, Doomsday's Crypt. You know, actually, real quick, if I have it here, let me see real quick. I don't know if I have it in this notebook. I was just talking about earlier that I was working on another piece. But I don't have it in this. I don't have it in this book. But bunch of horror icons, so I'm excited to maybe jump back into that. But yeah, it's tricky. It's very time consuming. Very time consuming. I don't know how long have I been on here now? About an hour almost on the dot. And to me it feels like I just got started, you know? So it's but yeah, it eats up a lot of my time, and I don't have quite as much time these days to eat up. Which sucks, because it's like, you know, sometimes you lose your passion because of those things. So I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to lose my passion. And I don't really know a better way to say it. I think that's pretty much the case. You lose your creativity, you lose your passion. Life starts to take over. My father was actually a really good artist before he passed away, but
you know, he and I had a lot of falling outs, I guess you would say. But my point here is that he was offered a lot of things throughout the years, and he turned them down. And I always thought, man, that was really stupid of you to turn those opportunities down, because it was. And even if they were small opportunities, they could have led to something better. Like I remember somebody offered, like, hey, I have a restaurant. You want to come do caricatures for people for money? And he was thinking about it, and then he decided, no, I'm not going to do it. And you know, it was just something that I feel like he regretted certain things like that. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to do that. So, you know, right now, it's not the best time for me to do it with artwork, but that doesn't mean it has to stop there. You know what I mean? That could be applied to a lot of things. Pretty much just don't give up on your opportunities, don't give up on your dreams, and just try to follow through. That's pretty much my goal these days, just follow through on shit. Yeah, I was doing a lot of artwork for a while. It got to be too much. Got to be too much. The last commission portrait I did was actually for a buddy of mine, and that's when I decided I wanted to stop doing them. I had no problem with the drawing or anything like that. It's just a lot of time that I did not have, and when you add up the hours and the supplies and everything else, it's just not worth it sometimes, and that's sad, but it's true. In order for me to make it worth it, I'd have to charge a lot, and I don't want to charge that much. Oh man, back is starting to hurt though. That's another thing. Getting older, back starting to hurt. Sure some of you guys can relate with that. Takes a toll on the back and the wrists, I'll tell you that much. Oh. you are what you say you are, a superstar. That's what's playing right now. A superstar that have no fear. That can share. Did not think this pencil was as dark as it is. Pencil was I using? I was using B. I thought I was using H. Damn it. That's okay. Make it work. Oh my god, I can rotate this? I don't know if you guys like this or not. So. Whoa, that's not it. Put that back where it was. My bad. I guess I could do that. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Didn't realize I could rotate it this whole time. Bow, 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 bow. And then, guys, like I said, feel free to check out the new Patreon account. Really excited about it. A lot of different tiers. Hopefully, something for everyone. Okay. We're getting there. We're almost done, actually. Again, I'm one of those guys. I'm always overdoing it. So I have to just try to be careful. And I gotta say, I gotta call it when it's done. But now we're actually getting really close here. They say you should never use your finger on drawings like this, but I've been doing it for years. Can't tell me what to do. Can't tell me what to do, fam. Yeah, guys, I guess all I could say is life's hard. It really is. And there's a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of what have yous. But try not to lose your passion. That's really all you can do. That's all you can do. I feel like that's hard, though, We get older, And it's just not that we don't like doing certain things anymore. It's just we don't have time anymore, you know? We have kids, we got jobs, we got whatever. But I feel like at a certain point, you gotta make time, man. Life is freaking short. And we're just gonna spend it doing shit we don't like doing? What kind of life is that, you know? Make a little bit of time for yourself. At least that's the way I look at it. Oh my god, the glare is in my way. Okay. Let's finish this hair up first. Then I'll work on the shirt. Actually, let's go ahead and I hate drawing hair. Hair and hands are very difficult to draw, at least for me. This is gonna be a little bit easier because he doesn't have that much hair. But women and stuff, it's really sometimes a pain in the ass to draw hair. I've gotten the gist of it over the years. But even so, there's still so much I couldn't actually tell you, you know. I like to go with kind of a base layer on the hair, like that. Because you think you have to draw strand by strand, but you don't. Like, your mind just thinks that you do. But that's not how to do it. You kind of just draw it as a whole. And in this case, it's not, like I said, it's not really going to be quite as difficult because he doesn't have that much hair. So my goal here, once I find my pencil, is I'm thinking I should be able to, well, you'll see, kind of do some like strokes here with it. The old vinegar strokes. Like I'll go in and tighten it up a little bit at the end, but sorry if the camera shakes. It's, like I said, it's on the desk that my ring light's on. And it shakes a little bit when I go to do this sometimes. Play a game. It's called Guess What I'm listening to on Spotify. Well, I feel like everybody in the world, I don't even know how old you have to be. I feel like everybody, even just out of the womb, if you hear the song, if you hear the sound, oh, wah, you know what? Okay, I didn't do it the best way, but you know what I'm talking about. But you know what song is playing. Wah. Sound like a sheep. Or is that like a goat, maybe? Come on, give it to me. It's slowly changing. And what you give it to me? You won't be dreaming. Come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You know the thing about Down with the Sickness by Disturbed is... Alright, so there's a radio edit. Everybody knows the radio edit. Yeah, everybody... I have a hard time saying that word, Jesus. Everybody knows the radio edit. But I feel like there's probably people out there who don't know that there's a whole verse to that song that's just completely taken out on the radio, you know. And if you guys know the song, you know what I'm talking about. But to me, that's my favorite verse of the song. It's weird, it's wild, and it really brings in, you know, the disturbing nature of the song, and that's the part that gets me freaking pumped the most. But yeah, they just skipped the whole verse out on the radio because you can't say the things that he's saying there. You can't say those things on the radio. Come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Come on, get down with the sickness. Come on, get down with the sickness. Oh shit. Here comes that verse. And what I dream. And when I dream. That's what he does. And when I dream. And when I dream. He'll be a good boy. He promises. Wild Joe. Oh, shit. There we go. You stupid, sarcastic, obvious of Here it comes, Get Ready to Die. Title of my sex tape. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. And let it all out of me. If you guys could hear my Spotify, I don't know how you guys are, but my like I just have it set on liked songs, and it is wild, man. Like, we got Disturbed, Bowling for Soup just came on. Next is probably gonna be friggin', I don't know, something weird in country or something. Then we'll have like Tupac Shakur. I don't really listen to much country, but that's just how it, you know, you get like Elvis Presley chiming in. Little Mozart. This part is actually kind of fun because you get to just throw lines and shit places. His hair's crazy. Needs to look crazy. Keep my pencil sharp. It's kind of like something like therapeutic about just scribbling lines. It's actually pretty great. Convince my friends I'm not a homo. I don't wanna be left out. One of the things I'm doing right now, I know I'm just doing it because I'm doing hair, but I have a tendency to do this a lot, where I just kind of don't draw a straight line, I just do that. I mean, I could draw a straight line, but you know what I mean. But that was one of the things that my drawing instructor was not a fan of. That's why he's like, "Oh, you ever take drawing 101? You don't know how to draw?" I'm like, dude, I know how to draw. Kinda. But that's the way I do it. That's the way I watched my dad do it when I was growing up. So, I mean, there's got to be something there, but I don't want to get Set your mind to your pants. I don't wanna waste my time with love and romance. My next ex-girlfriend. And the thing, guys, if you're into drawing, or if you're new to drawing, like, don't ever I made the mistake before in the past when I was younger. You're trying to get the exact strands and stuff. Don't do it. This is so much more fun, first of all. And secondly, it's just not worth it because you're never going to get them. You just gotta. The hair doesn't have to be exact. It just has to kind of be an idea, you know. Like I said, the eyes and stuff, that's where it really plays in. The hair doesn't really matter too much. The hairstyle, yes, but again, like you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of darkening it in. You know, just adding some little here and there so it shows there's some movement to the hair. You don't want it to be all uniform. And then what I like to do is I go in real light with this guy here. Just kind of give it a real, there we go. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up on the camera. I'll try to show you once we get back to it, but I like to do that. And then I come in with the eraser and I just kind of feather it out a little bit, if that makes sense to you. It's nice because hair doesn't, you know, we all know hair doesn't have like a fine point end on it like that, you know, like it would if you draw it on a line. The problem is I got graphite all over the goddamn place now because I didn't go left to right like I should have. But you know what? Whatevs. Figured out. We got this. Almost there. I'm excited. I see an end in sight, and I like it. Oh. Lost my spot here. There we go. I gotta move this up because my light's in the way, so I can't see. Let's move this over here. Just the spot that we need to proceed. Carry on. Give me hope. Now this right here is a pretty good example. There's a lot of time where the picture ends, and it might not end in the spot you want. So like right here, if you could see in the picture there, I don't really know what's going on that side. I could use my imagination, or you just leave it how it is. And, you know, that comes down to the artist's choice. But personally, I'd rather just leave it how it is, because I have, you know, imagined it before I have done it. But I don't know. It just, if you get it wrong, it just doesn't, it's not worth it. back. I'm Burt Bacharach. It's starting to get me. Almost done, guys. Getting there. Na 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 na, we're gonna get you. You won't ever grow up. It's proof that you Let's just get some shading going down here, just to show that we have a some sort of a suit. Na 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 na, we're gonna kill you. Na 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 na. Oh, make it past 6. You will never grow up. The evil comes in every size. So I'm actually going to do something I don't normally do on this one, I think. And I'm going to kind of leave it sort of like this, because I think this actually is looking kind of cool. Usually I would put in some more work into the outfit. But I actually think this is looking cool because it's given kind of like it's given the drawing vibe. And lately I've been kind of liking that more than trying to make things like photorealistic, because that's like what I was always trying to do. I think the thing about drawings is like you should leave a little bit left to the imagination, you know? People can figure it out. Your mind could piece it together. Smarter than you think. Usually. Oh, you can't really see what I'm working on there. That was the shirt I was working on. Your humor like I do. She wears t-shirts, I wear sneakers. I don't think that's how it goes. Is it all right? No, it's not good. She won't wear sneakers and t-shirts. She wears short skirts, and I wear t-shirts. Belong with me. Well, I feel bad for whoever's actually listening to this right now. Almost done, guys. I think it's shaping up pretty well. Alright guys, I am finally finished with it. I'm going to fix my thing here. Let's see, where should this be? Should be, currently it should be like this. Let's go ahead and put this back where it should be. Okay, there we go. Let's move this out of the way for a second. Show you guys what I've been working on. Alright, so we are about 2 hours in, and this is the finished product for Mr. Chris Adkins. And this is a drawing that he requested, which is Hannibal Lecter. It is, I don't even know what size this is. 8 by, no, it's bigger than 8 by 10, I think. What size is this? 11 by 14? This is 9 by 12. So this is a 9 by 12 drawing of Hannibal Lecter for Chris, hand drawn by me. I'm gonna go and sign it right now. But just to kind of give you try to give you an idea of the detail. You know, again, it's not going to be perfect on here. They always look better in person than they look on camera. But this is to try to give you a closer idea of why it took me so long. Because I tried to include a decent amount of detail on it. And then I kind of just went ham on this down here. I thought that was kind of cool. So, hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully, Chris, you like it. And like I said, I will get this sent out to you as soon as possible, within the next couple days. And I'm going to throw in a couple extra things for you because I really, really appreciate, you know, like I said, how patient you've been with me. So let me go and sign this bad boy. Where should I sign? I'll sign down here. Alright, so that is it. That is Hannibal Lecter. And I'm going to get that sent out to my buddy Chris. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for watching. New video coming soon. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, and I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to follow me on Patreon. And I'm doing a giveaway right now on Instagram. So stop by my Instagram account. It's like the second post in. You can win a free bobblehead from Michael Myers. So stop by. Thank you guys again.